Welcome to Ice Hockey UK TV in association with Intermotor inside this stunning O2 Arena here in Prague. 17,383 people it holds, the third biggest in Europe. Why we're here? Of course you know. GB getting underway for their World Championship opener against #1 seeds Canada on Saturday. They're busy getting underway on the ice. It's been actually a busy day on and off the ice for GB because when you arrive at the tournament, of course, get settled in a hotel, get used to your on-ice surroundings, but also there's a lot of media commitments. The world's media want to hear about Great Britain, so loads of interviews for the boys, green screen animations for the celebrations that you'll see on social media and the scoreboard, and also headshots as well that will dominate, of course, Ice Hockey UK and IIHF media and websites. The boys are focused. It's a really exciting time. I know as well, hundreds and hundreds of the GB Barmy Army are going to be out to support the team who will fill this magnificent arena. Training camp went well in Nottingham and Slaney, but it's nearly time for the real action to start. Let's preview the tournament now in a moment with a couple of players, but first, head coach Pete Russell. Pete, you've had a couple of weeks of practice. Just tell me how the shape the team are in, how they're looking ahead of the tournament.
Yeah, we'll see. I think people should remember who we're playing against. You know, we're playing against two first games against the best team in the world and the second best team in the world in rankings, and we're ranked 20th. So it's going to be an uphill challenge, but it's a great experience. You know, and I think when you look at the rankings, it shows what a job we've done the last 5 years as a group. To come here for a fourth time, you know, it's fantastic, and we just got to take it a game at a time and stay together because it's not going to be easy. Do you know what I mean? It's a crazy experience again.
Is it a game at a time, or do you have did you not have to look too far ahead of yourself?
No, like Chris, these games are another planet for us. You know, and we've had 4 years' experience in the last 5 years of being here, and it's going to be tough. But we got to keep looking at the peak end as well and see what we can get out of these games and keeping tighter as a team. We're going to play a lot of defence in these games. We've got to try and be solid. We talked about keeping the puck on one side of the ice if we can, not letting them play across the Royal Road as much as they can. We've got to be good with the puck when we get a chance. And we've got to stay disciplined, and the biggest thing is just stick together as a team. How important is it to look for the experience in the team, the people that have been here before? Yes, it's a new team. We lost a lot of experience. That's a big thing we lost. Other people are stepping up. You know, the captains are stepping up. There's other players in the team stepping up. You know, and I think it's a good group. It's a younger group, but it's a good group. They're nice guys and they're excited. Robert, when it's the eve of the World Championship, just tell me how the camp's feeling.
Good, yeah, really positive. Everyone's excited to get going. Obviously, we'll have a good practice today and get prepared and play the big boys tomorrow.
You've had quite a bit of time together in Nottingham and then Slaney and now here. How important is that prep time to get together for a World Championship?
Oh, it's massive. Obviously, most of these teams are together a lot longer than we are. We try and get as much as we can after our season squeezed in before we get out here. But yeah, like it's massively important for us to be together and build some chemistry before going against the world's best.
Is the chemistry kind of just as important on the ice as it is off it?
That's always been our mentality. We like a tight knit group, and we're all friends as well as co-workers. And once we go away from the rink, everybody hangs out together and has a good time. So yeah, it's a good mentality, and a philosophy of ours is to have a tight knit group.
Spoke to Mark Richardson yesterday, and we talked about the experience that you've had at this tournament. How important is it to have that experience? Because the first time you came, I guess everyone was open-eyed, but how now that you've done this a number of times, how vital do you think that is?
Yeah, it's massive. I think we proved to ourselves and everybody else we feel like we deserve to be here. That first time was a bit shock and awe for us. We were a bit of deer in headlights in some of those first games because we were playing against the world's best and we've never done it before, and it was just almost about just enjoying the experience and stuff like that. Where now we've been here a few times and we've took results off some very good teams, and we feel like we deserve to be here, so now it's time to cause an upset. Is
it all about improving? In the first year you got one win, second year I think one win in an overtime loss. I know you got relegated in Finland, but there were some really good performances where you were just either way. Is it about just kind of continuing to better how you did the year before?
Yeah, our mentality has always been to build and get better each time we get here. So we start obviously with Canada, which is a tall ask, but it kind of gets you up to speed of the hockey here. So we just want to build, and as the tournament goes on, just get better and better as it goes.
We talked about your pride when you were at the Olympic qualifiers of being captain of Great Britain. What about now to lead the team out at a World Championship?
Yeah, very special. Obviously, for me personally, to wear the C at a place like this is something you dream of as a little kid. So yeah, for me personally, it's a very, very proud moment.
And what about the young players in the team? How are they? There's a few guys that have never been to a World Championship before. What's it like being around them? How are they feeling?
It's awesome, obviously, to see how excited guys are to play and to see them get excited when you see some of the big boys on the ice and stuff like that. And all the young guys are taking pictures and taking it all in. And I can't remember who it was. They were like, "Oh, I feel a bit nerdy doing it." And I'm like, enjoy every second of it. Love every second of being at this stage because it's special.
So Cole, your first World Championship, effectively today is a rival day. How are you getting used to your surroundings in this amazing arena?
Yeah, no, it's a lovely city. You know, we've had a little bit of a walk around and yeah, getting settled in and just excited to get started.
Playing for GB is the biggest honour, but at a top flight World Championship, just talk me through the emotions of that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we're going to be playing against some of the best players in the world, and you know, like I said, I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully, you know, we can make something happen.
What about going back to the training camp in Nottingham and then Slaney? How important was that as part of your preparations?
Yeah, very important. I think chemistry is, you know, a big part of the game, and you know, we've all gelled really well the past couple of weeks, and I think we've nailed down our systems, and you know, it'll be exciting to see how we do.
You talk about nailing down systems, and how important is that kind of off-ice stuff? Not just the on-ice stuff, but getting together as a team for that period of time.
Yeah, you know, obviously you want to be a tight group, and I think, you know, this team's, you know, been together for a very long time, and it's nice to come in as one of the sort of newer guys and just sort of have an easy transition in. Everyone's been great and very helpful so far.
Of course, got your first taste in Cardiff. How much did that whet your appetite for more?
Yeah, no, Cardiff was great for me. You know, it was a bit of an introduction into the team, the guys, and how, you know, Pete likes to run the team, and yeah, I think it was a sort of a perfect kind of warm up for me to get going.
And how do you feel about facing some of the best teams in the world? Is it something that daunts you, or are you excited?
Yeah, of course, there's going to be nerves. I think everyone gets nervous, but you know, it's going to be fun to see sort of where we match up to them and see what we can do against them.